Hey guys, this is Owen again for Apotheosis. I'm back in today, finally, right? With Thrower Spam. I'm currently number 3 in the world, as well as number 1 in the US. And it's just so strong, so simple to use, and it was found today by Carry Esports. They're using it, and they got 14 stars against RNG in Esports mode. I tried out in Legends, it just absolutely crushes. I had one fail today, and that one single fail is literally because my Warden died early. But other than that, it's super easy and super strong. So I want to get through a walkthrough attack and get into the Ledge attacks, and I hope you guys enjoy.
So when looking at a base, especially if it's like a diamond base like this, you're looking for the fire spitters, you respect the fire spitters. That's the most important thing. You come behind them. So a base like this, you're either gonna come in from right up here or from this side like this. But because of how the pathing is here, it'd be just not enough value in my opinion to come from this direction. So coming from behind the spitters is the way you gotta go with the throwers. You know what? They're gonna spread a little bit. And look at the equipment you got. You got the rock spear. You're gonna use that relatively early. You got the double epics and the queen, the double gems and the warden, the double epics and the king. It just works out pretty well. So what you do literally is you just start spreading the throwers like this. It's kind of hard in a corner to get them like in a perfect line. So this kind of top part's kind of empty. They send the loons, the healers, the warden, the log. You earthquake and try and open up this section. And what I like to do when I'm going to multi-inferno tower is freeze it. And I send the king to help funnel, ice golem and the queen. This is why I have the ice golem for the queen, and I have two wall breakers. They're both for the queen. And then I like to delay the RC to get the most value. Now, unfortunately, this log launcher did not quite open up the walls like I wanted, like at all. I didn't even touch it because all the giant bombs here. So that's a little bit cooked. I'm keeping the queen alive. I got a druid for the queen. Then I'm using totems to keep the queen and the RC alive. Up here, there's a whole bunch of damage. Right, I think I might have used like one or two totems for the double ricochets in the long shot, but it's not really needed too much. So I popped the RC ability early because there's a whole bunch of damage here. I don't want her to end up dying like back through here. And now the king, he walked into the core, which is not normal, but that's okay because it's outside, it's easy to clear for like archers and such. Because the archers got the defenses. And now you have to make sure you respect the revenge tower as well. Typically, you have a free spell for the revenge tower, but I used it on the inferno. But using the totems is fine because they nerfed the revenge tower. The totems you do even better against it now, which is kind of nice. But yeah, from here, you just literally make sure you keep your throwers alive. You just use the totems gradually. Typically on bigger defenses like ricochet cannons, the mono, the revenge tower, defending minion prince, defending king, use them on that. You have one headhunter, try use it on the minion prince or the king if you can. Mainly if it's on the queen. Because it's on the queen, it's gonna be pretty annoying. If it's on the throwers can almost one-shot it. Now I use this totem over here to help distract this mono as well. It kind of gets the ricochet cannon, but it doesn't matter too much. So we still have one totem left. And by the way, this is my first attack on this base in esports mode. I did about honestly like 4 hours of esports mode FCs in this army yesterday. I was testing different variations, like what to put in the CC. I found out, yeah. So for going in Legends and for like short tunnel entries, the Super Yeti and Super Valkyrie seems to be the best option. Carry Esports needs it. They were using the Ice Golem, Root Riders, and four Loons, which I mean, it definitely works out. But the Valkyrie and Super Yeti just does better work for me. It really does. But from here, literally just walk through the base first try, and it's just so powerful. Now your throwers, they do split sometimes. You'll have like three walk this way, four walk this way, and like the rest of them like five walk right into the center. That's okay because they'll have the warden in the center, and there'll just be enough damage that won't even matter. And this is a good default army that I figured out and walked through. So yeah, not too bad. So this is my first attack of the day. I'm looking at this base. I see the spitters. Like, okay, I gotta go behind the spitters. And also, I do see this multi gears. And thinking, well, if I just come in from right up here, send the log right through here, send the throwers into the corner, well, it won't be any issues at all. So that's exactly what I do. I spam the throwers, the looms, and I just use a skelly spell right here too. And I earthquake someone, open up this section of wall, and help take down the revenge tower quicker. And the skelly spell distracts the heroes too. So Ice Golem with the queen, king on the right side. They're gonna help funnel out this section. King's gonna help funnel out this section. Now I'm delaying the RC because I want the RC to die early. I probably could have sent a header in sooner too. I didn't quite, but it would be more effective if I did. From here, I'm just making sure I keep everything alive. I have totems. And look, the walls are all open. That's going to give big work for my throwers in this core. Really going to help out there. And see, there is a split. My healers are only like two throwers over here, one over here. But you know what? It's not gonna matter at all because the split is the name of the game at times. We are taking out this core, which is the most important part, which is really nice to have the Super Yeti for. I popped the RC ability here because there's a whole bunch of damage she can get through. I popped the Queen ability here because there's a whole bunch of damage for her to get through too. So from here, all this damage, especially the spears pointing down, was in this section and this section. So down here, honestly, not really too much of a threat at all. As healers thinking this queen alive. Imagine I had healers for these throwers. I didn't quite, but imagine I did. Because they're pretty much full HP right now, so it did not matter. But yeah, I'm just using wall breakers to help push these wall breakers into the center, open it up. And I freeze the mono and the long shot inferno here just because it's a lot of value for my healer-less throwers. But yeah, easy peasy. Now it does get a little bit close here because I did get pretty unfortunate with that split. But even then, it's just the army's too strong. It's literally just pure spam. They're just gonna push right through this town hall. I'm just gonna speed up here because it's pretty much over from here. But yeah, Bunch was showing me this army because they were used Carry Sports using a war against them, and he's on RNG, right? And they got wrecked. They got 14 stars against them with this army. It's just absolutely cooking in esports mode. So I knew it'd be good in Legends. I was practicing it for like 4 hours yesterday, and yeah, it is really really strong. This space, I'm looking at it. I don't have to think much. I see the spitters pointing down this way. That means I'm gonna come in from behind the spitters. Thrower's right in the corner. The healers, the Teslans, and then I send the log launcher. Skelly spell for this mono and for this multi gear. I probably should have sent the Skelly spell a little higher for the multi gear because it's in the Inferno Tower range. I didn't think about that. That's bad on me. And I send the King to help funnel. I send Ice Golem with the Queen to help funnel. And I send the RC. I guess I sent her a little bit early yeah, that's bad on me. Then I use a Skelly spell to help take out this, disable this bomb hive, which is really good for keeping your RC or keeping your queen alive. This other side of the bomb hive is a little bit wrecked, but you know what? It's okay. It's still hitting, but I got what's the healers here? So I have the healer split. I have the war not even going in the center, goes with the queen, which is fine. But yeah, the log launcher will help take out this very core force of the Super Valkyrie and the Super Yeti, which is what I'm talking about for the split. Since you're gonna have splitting, you might as well just use the Super Yeti. Now, if you're trying to do it another way, you could use like Ice Golem, and that could be good. If like you're doing like a war attack and trying to plan everything. But if you're just going full Legends, just use the Super Valkyrie and the Super Yeti. It works out well enough. And from here, I have 6 totems on S5 and a free spell to get through this entire section of the base. The Revenge Tower, behind Spitters, and all of this. It's just overkill. So many spells. So I was honestly just using like candy. You see 1, 2, 3 totems right here, just being used like pure candy. And I wall breaker in the queen and the throwers just to help out. And it's just pure spam from this point. Imagine you have to think on a base like this. You don't have to. I really do like having extra 3 minions because if a base does get a little bit dicey and you end up losing, like you have a bad split, like your heroes go the wrong way or something. There's lots of spots where there's not much air defense in the area, so minions might be able to take like a ricochet cannon on the outside or something, or just take out anything that's high damage. But from here, this one was easy peasy lemon squeezy. I did not have to think for this one. These attacks can be very, very quick. I'll say that. So in a base like this, you have to think about it a little bit differently because you want to come behind the spitters, right? But you're going to the mono. Look how long this entrance is to get a long launcher into the town hall section, and you're only going to hit a mono. Nah, that's not worth it. So you want to come in behind a spitter. Well, you're not going to get too much right. I mean, you get like an air defense and such, but you'll get the spitter and you'll get into the center, which is the most important part is open up the pathing for you. Pathing, pathing, pathing. If you can't get good log value, go for the pathing. So I don't remember if I go through this spitter or this spitter. I just know I go through a spitter because I figured out going behind a spitter where you don't get much log value or long pathing is the best. I think it's this one because I just go for the simple entrance, right? Yeah, I was thinking about it for a second. You can tell. And when you do that, you want to send your queen into the weaker damage side, which in this case would be this right side, right into this model. I'll use Skelly spells to help extract, and then send my king and my RC on the higher damage side, which would be this side because you have all this damage in here too. You know, on the queen, she has to deal with this from behind. That's like no damage at all. The Skelly spells keep her alive. My RC, she's getting a little bit wrecked. I'm using the free spell to keep her alive. Totems help distract this long shot. And I'm really making sure to invest everything to get this log launcher into this core to make sure I get that value. Because sometimes when it's a heavy core like this or isolated Town Hall ring base, you have to invest every single spell, it feels like, to get the log launcher in because you need the log launcher in the core. You need it. See, the Super Yeti's put in some massive work in here, as well as what the RC did, which really helps on these throwers, help take out this core. I'm just going to use my totems to help distract this long shot. And once you get rid of the core on a ring base like this, there's just no damage left. I mean, what? There's a ricochet can here. There's a multi-gear wizard tower, but you know what? You see how many throwers are left? It doesn't matter. They're all together. They just one shot or two shot most buildings. And I still have my queen ability, which is going to put in some massive work through this section, help take out this entire section right here. Then from here, what I have all these throwers, like 10 throwers over here chilling, take out Super Wizard Tower and Inferno. Not to mention I have these throwers in here too. It's just no issues at all, literally. It's a really simple approach, a really easy attack on a really easy base too. Now, if you're using meteor golems, this base would just be absolutely toxic. But for throwers, who needs walls? You open up the walls of the log launcher, and then everything else is open. And also wall breakers for this too. But besides the point, everything else is open. It makes it easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I see this base. I see the fire spitters pointing up. So I'm gonna come in right behind. It's a long distance town hall, but you know what? I'm not afraid. These things won't die. These throwers do not die with the life gem. I'll say that. So we're just gonna spam them through here. I'm pretty sure I pre-poisoned the CC because look how close the CC is to the edge. So I'm like, okay, well if there's rocket balloons, it's gonna be slowed down. If there's anything else, it'll just slow down, which is nice. So I spam the throwers, I spam the loons, the healers, the warden, the log launcher, and I earthquake deeper in because I want to open up this compartment for the throwers to get through. That's what I'm worried about. And I use my king to help funnel and queen to help funnel. I'm just gonna make sure I keep both of them alive. I didn't drop my ice cones early because it's just there's not enough value for the ice golem. What like an air defense, a bomb tower, not enough. Like you see here, I'm delaying the RC to make sure she'll get good value so they don't lose a bunch of HP early. And then I open up this whole section to log launch, which is what I was looking for. I have this nice big section for the throwers. They can hit everything from here. Literally, they got everything in this range. I RC ability early to make sure she takes out this to help push the throwers into the base. And because there could be a bit of damage back through here. So we're just pushing forward. I'm using totems. I'm using quite a bit to make sure I keep my heroes alive. Because sometimes you go into heavier damage early, you have to invest a lot. And because look at all these giant bombs they're just walking into. So from here, I'm just using the totems to distract this Revenge Tower and this Long Shot combo, which is sometimes really, really annoying, especially in the back end. But I still have 3 totems, a Queen ability, and the free spell. I managed to hit both the Long Shot and Revenge Tower, which is a nice little stretch. I'm surprised I could hit both. But here, 2 totems, and there's what, 2 ricochets. I'm using the wall breakers to open things up, help get the throwers in, as well as distract the ricochet cannons with the wall breakers. And I have minions as well. From here, you just pop the tome whenever. And if your warden does get low HP, you can pop the warden, but he get a little bit of HP boost, which is pretty nice. But yeah, not too bad. Very strong, very simple approach. And you know what? It's pure spam. Throwers coming from the left, throwers coming in from the right. But you know what? They all finish off in this town hall. They all finish off in this 3-star for me. And I get it for another quick and easy 3-star. Literally took 0 thinking power. Just spam right on through. It really is that good. Really. Another base, you know what? Another base where you go behind the spitters, which is far sight. Even with the Invis Tower in the Town Hall, it's going to spam the throwers in from the bottom. Log Launcher, Teslans, Healers, Warden, coming right on through. Do I drop a Skelly spell here? Yeah, I drop a Skelly spell here because I do see this mono, so I figured it's good value. The King to help funnel, Queen to help funnel, and we'll push right through. Early poison is what help deal with the CC troops. I'm surprised that I didn't place it more on there because it could have been a furnace, but I guess the log launcher would have got it. I sent, I'm pretty sure, a headhunter in. Ice going for the queen. Tones help keep her alive. RC in. I use a Skelly spell here help distract this bomb hive to help keep my RC alive because I want to make sure I keep her and her Spear Fox alive. I've noticed I've been using the Skelly spell to keep the RC side versus the queen side more often. It seems to be better value. And look at this log. It's going to take out the bomb hive for us. My RC and pop her ability because she's about to get into some massive damage. My queen, she's getting hit hard, so I pop her ability. Make sure the druid keeps her alive. I use a totem to help distract for that ricochet cannon. Get the giant more value. And then from here in the core, there's quite a bit of damage. I got a super coming on through. I got most of the healers, 4 of them, and thrower in the core trying to take out that island inferno. So from here, I have to distract this. What do I distract over here? Help keep. I don't really know if that was the best one. I guess it keeps the king alive, which keeps his ability. Okay, that's good. So I distracted the spitter and expo to keep the king ability alive to get him through this section. And then I'm just going to use the totems to help distract for this revenge tower. So we have an invis tower, revenge tower, long shot, ricochet, and multi-gear, which is quite a bit of damage. But you know what? These throwers really one shot everything they throw it at. One shot or two shot, go whoop, whoop. King ability helped take out that revenge tower as well. Throwers literally one shot this long shot. The queen is right on top of a multi-gear, but you know what? She takes it out too. The nerfed multi-gear, just no match for the queen apparently. But yeah, we're pushing right on through. Another easy peasy base they didn't have to think about. I literally think I planned about 5 seconds. I saw the spitters like, oh, well, coming right on through. Once again, Super A Super Valkyrie putting some work there in that core, really did. While the throwers kind of walked around, they did the splits. You know what? It's fun to do the splits sometime, isn't it? Now this is a base. I hit this base in friendly challenges. I 3-star pretty easily in friendly challenges. So let's see exactly what happens here. I see the spitters. I come in behind the spitters. So I'm just going to send the throwers in at the bottom, right? And I send the Teslins, the healers. I think in the friendly challenge, I send an Ice Golem here to help deal with the king and such. But look at this. Look at the king. Look at the king Ricochet Cannon. It kills my warden. And I'm like, uh-oh. 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 Gotta get through a double rage tower. No king with the rage gem and the life gem. So yeah, my log launcher, it gets cooked. I send my queen ice going to help. Super dragon CC. A king RC falling on the left side. Queen falling on the right side. Everything just pushing on through. At this point, I'm like, uh-oh. That town hall. That town hall is pretty isolated back there. And I have to get through 2 rage towers worth with nothing. So I'm using the RC ability early. I'm using the King ability early, trying to get through these rage towers as quick as possible. I'm using the totems. I have 3 totems left in a free spell. I'm at 44%. I gotta get through everything to get to that town hall. Yeah, yeah. I think you gotta understand what's gonna happen here. You cannot let your warden die early. You cannot let him die on drop. If you ever go into high damage like this, you gotta put an ice golem down. Because in friendly challenges, that's what I did. I put an ice golem down. From here, it's just it just gets sad. It gets really, really sad. But yeah, it just proves how strong the life gem really is and the rage gem combo. Because of that, this base would be absolutely gone by now. But at this point, it's just the queen struggling on its outside, a thrower struggling on its outside, and you can tell. You can tell. Well, what's a day without one fail, right? You can't go perfect every day. Sometimes failure just comes at you quick, especially if you're doing these attacks at midnight, which I was doing. So I did these attacks when that reset happened, right? That was about 11 o'clock at night. And now I'm recording this at 6 a.m. Well, I guess now it's 7 a.m. because I've been recording for a little bit. So yeah, I guess I got a little bit of sleep. Now I'm recording. But yeah, Bunch shared a strategy because he was in that war and they used it against him. He's like, learn this strategy. I'm like, okay, yep, I'm gonna learn this. And then I learned it and I used it in Legends. You know what? I'm not regretting it. I'm using Esports as well just because it has so much power. It seems like there's only a couple ways to debate it, probably. It seems to be either like base design or spring trap. Spring traps, imagine you spring trap all the throwers up. You got nothing at that point. That would be cooked, but yeah. There was no chance. Whenever my warden died, I was cooked. So if you could bait a warden, maybe that's how you could counter it too. Cause yeah, I was cooked completely. Another base. I'm pretty sure I was attacking this thing quick. I saw the spitters facing the way. I thought, okay, well, I'm going to literally come in right from this bottom, send the throwers in, send the Teslins healers. I actually pick up some black air mines, which is nice. The queen, the king, and we're pushing right on through. Earthquake here, open up this wall and soften up this whole rage tower section. Totem distract this rage tower. Ice going for the queen. Wallbreaker. Wallbreaker hits a bomb hive, which is not too fun, right? Now, the bomb hive, wall breakers, they don't mix well. They really don't. But yeah, pushing directly into the center. Want to make sure the log opens up as much of these walls as possible. RC coming in from the side. She's going to help take out this flank. This entire section for her. she has nothing to worry about. This king, he goes in the core. You know what? I'm okay with that. King ability pops, spiky ball. He goes in the core. Queen, she's gonna tail this back end spitter, which is good. I'm gonna have to use a poison for the CC, which is a furnace. I'm gonna keep using totems to help distract this core. RC ability early, so make sure she takes out this entire section all by herself. The queen will take out this entire section all by herself. From here, I have 4 totems, and there's not too much of the base left, right? It's what? Our Revenge Tower, long shot, 2 ricochets. But the queen can easily take out this section. Her ability is just OP. And the throwers, they're all full HP, all in this core, all of healers on them with the warden. They can literally one shot anything. Look at this mono, it's gonna disappear. Look at the CC, it's gonna disappear. Look at this. Oh, no, mind. Okay. Now look at this long shot. He's gonna disappear now. Okay, yeah, he disappeared. Not all the throwers got into it, but he did disappear. I will say air skellies could be a good counter too, because they will distract the throwers, especially because you don't have the electro boots in the core. So that could probably be another counter you could use to go against this army. That would be good. But yeah, it's just nothing. Pop the queen ability. She'll come on this right side. Make sure you use the druid for the queen as well. And then the base. The base is cooked. I mean, what can it do to defend from here? There's nothing that can stand against a big pack of like 10 throwers, not druids, excuse me. With the warden, with the life gem, rage gem, with healers on them, there's nothing. You could add another 25% of the base. You add another, they got ready for another attack. Put another base up here. They'll walk right into it. They'll take it out too. With the amount of army I got left, it's crazy. It's just crazy strong. It really is. So this is my last attack of the day. I was rushing. I saw the spitters facing this way. You know what? I was like, okay, I'm just gonna straight spam right in front of the bottom. I'm not gonna think about it twice. So I sent the throwers in, sent the warden, Teslins, healers, the log launcher, and it's the king and the queen. And yeah, I used the earthquake to open up the walls and soften up the damage. And I'm pretty sure on this attack, right, I used the RC with the queen by accident. Ice Golem help distract. Wallbreaker push queen into this section, help her take out this compartment. Now where is the RC gonna be? Oh, I'm really delaying her. Yeah, RC with the queen here, and I use a Skelly spell to distract the bomb hive to keep off the king and the queen. Now RC comes on this side. Honestly, you could use the RC with the queen more often, especially for a base like this, because she'll clear out this whole section. But it's better with the king. But the throwers, they do basically the same thing as the RC, right? The throwers are like rocket spear. See the rocket spear popping from a distance, the throwers popping from a distance to the king. So it doesn't make too much of a difference, to be honest, if you're having splits like that. But yeah, just make sure you use the totems to distract. I still have the king ability, still have the queen ability. I'm using the totem to help save the king ability here so I can get the spiky ball deeper into this base, to this heavy hero section. Quad heroes, long shot, double super wizard tower, mono. There seems to be double super wizard tower and mono on most back ends. At least that was the base meta, at least in December. So yeah, totems help distract. They're just gonna push right on through. I was spamming this attack, just ready to get it through. I think in some of these hits, I literally just pushed all my spells down, dropped everything, and then closed out the app. Closing out the app is back. I mean, you remember you used to be able to do that like 10 on 16, 10 on 17, you just close out the app and you're ready to attack again? Well, is back again. I say the queen ability to get through this heavy section. I have literally everything pushing on through, and it's glorious. It really is glorious. I'm pretty sure I was finishing up this tag at like 11:21 p.m. Legends reset at 11, so it was pretty quick. It was pretty quick. Usually, most videos we used to have, right, it'd be about 25 minutes of just legend attacks. But this one, I didn't even hit 21 minutes after legends to finish all my attacks. This shows how quick, how powerful, how strong this army is, and consistent. And you really want to try it out. I'll say that. So we did up going plus 294 today. That one mess up, that one single mess up, my warden died on the drop. If my warden didn't die on the drop, I'd been set. It'd been perfect. You know what? It is what it is. It's pretty nice being number 3 in the world right now as well, and number 1 in the U.S. and Legends. They're finally starting to feel right. It's finally starting to make it feel like I actually want to do Legends. I feel like before, I was struggling. Not gonna lie. I mean, I was just doing Legends just to do it, but now it actually is enjoyable. I'm loving it. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, I appreciate if you guys like, subscribe. I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow. Maybe. I mean, it's feeling good.